I wanted to pop in quickly in the spirit of dry January and talk about a common misconception in the wine community, and that is a dry style wine versus a wine that gives you a drying sensation. So, real quick, a dry style wine, if you ever hear this term, it's basically a wine that has had all of its sugars converted into alcohol during the fermentation process, and there's no residual sugar that the winemaker intended to keep in the wine after fermentation is complete. And so a large majority of what you see on the market is a dry style wine, and unless it's intentionally an off dry or sweet style wine like a Riesling, or if it's a bulk wine, and a lot of bulk wines are made with a bit of residual sugar left in them just because that's what a lot of consumers prefer. Otherwise, you are looking at a dry style wine. So now that we've got that taken care of, let's talk about the drying sensation of a wine. So I've had a lot of people say that they like dry style wines, but then when I've asked them further questions about what it is that they really like about wines, it boils down to that they just like tannins, because tannins will give you that drying sensation on your palate. So tannins are a naturally occurring polyphenol that you'll see in leaves, you'll see in wood, bark, and a lot of foods such as tea leaves, baking spices, dark chocolate, but also in stems, in fruit skins, and in fruit seeds. So that's why you see tannins present a lot in red wines, because during fermentation, they are in contact with their skins and their seeds. And so, yeah, so the result is that you'll have that drying sensation of the tannins on your palate. And also because it's naturally occurring in wood, you're going to see tannins occur a lot of times in the oak aging process of a wine. So what this all boils down to is tannins have this astringent and bitter sensation on your palate, and it feels like you almost have stuck cotton balls in your mouth. You just get this really drying sensation. And yeah, so next time someone asks if you enjoy a dry style wine, just understand the difference between the two, or maybe you already know it, but this is just a friendly reminder. And I have gotten that question so many times. So I wanted to just pop in and clear the air. And since we're on the topic of tannins, I will do a couple videos later this week talking about some different food and wine pairing suggestions for wines that are really big in tannins. And then I'll also talk about some of my favorite red wines that are super high in tannins. And if you like that drying sensation, you're just gonna fall in love with. So that's it for today. Okay, bye.